So before we adjourn the meeting, we have one more event. And this is something that we're very excited to be doing. I'm going to ask Jillian to come up to the podium. You're going to give me a hand, I think. And what we want to do is truly mark that this is our 50th anniversary. This is our 50th annual general meeting. This is our 50th opportunity to celebrate coming together as a profession and of being an association that both has a business sensibility and has a strong, strong commitment to the profession through its membership. So by way of honoring that, we have a number of folks sitting at the front, in the front rows, who have pioneered the association from its inception in 1964 to the current day. You've led the way for many of us, and we'd like to take this opportunity to thank you, to honor you, and to present you with a little certificate of appreciation. So we're going to invite you to come up, and would you please do so, come around here, and we're going to say a big thank you and let people have a look at you, because you did some really cool stuff, and we frankly just wouldn't be here without you, so it's really important that we get a chance to say thank you. So I'm going to invite Paul Vrooman to come on up. Paul was on the board from 1975 to 1977, and we'd like to say thank you and come on up. Next, we'd like to invite up Roberta Roberts, who was on our board from 1981 to 1983. Next, we'd like to invite up Sharon Mckay, who was on our board from 1985 to 1987. Next, we'd like to welcome Joe Fecht up to the mic, or up to the I guess the dais. Joe was on our board from 1987 to 1989. Next, we'd like to invite up Dr. Dan Andre, who was with us from 1993 to 2000, and then stepped in again when we lost Beverly Antle from 2006 to 2008. Next, we'd like to welcome and thank Dr. Bryan Adams, who was on our board from 2000 to 2002. You're very welcome.
I haven't changed in the photo. The others have.
We hear delusion is part of the process. It's okay. We'd like to welcome and thank Ann Sawarna, who was our president from 2008 to 2010. Anne was my predecessor, so taught me everything I know. And we'd like to welcome Malcolm Stewart to the podium, who was executive director for 14 years from 1977. No, I've got the wrong years. Sorry, Malcolm. Oh yes, from 1977 to 2002. Wow. No? Yeah, I have 1977, 1992 on my, that's right? Okay, I didn't screw it up. Good, all right, good. And I wanted to pay homage to Sandra Laux Campbell. Sandy was going to be here with us today, but had a last-minute diversion. And Sandy, we'd like to thank in absentia for her work on the board from 1991 to 1993. To punctuate the significance of a 50-year milestone, we're really, really honored to invite Joanne Turner and Dr. Frank Turner, both to come up, who are founding members. There were a number of founding members, and we're just delighted to be able to say thank you to Frank and Joanne for their foundational work in creating an association that we're happy to be celebrating with them at 50-year mark. How incredibly cool is that, eh? I went back to Wilfrid Laurier University in 1993 as an adult student, and Dr. Turner happened to be the interim dean there. And I don't know, it's just somehow a full circle moment for me, so forgive me for sharing it publicly, but it's just kind of lovely. Thanks. So, 50 years, 50 more to go. Maybe another 50 after that. We'll all see. It'll be interesting to see who'll be here in 50 years from now. So I'll leave you with that thought while I adjourn the meeting. No, I'm not adjourning the meeting.
Yes, we're going now into...
Oh yes, the certificates. Sorry, I go off script. It drives them crazy, but it's what I do. Okay, thank you for laughing, Keith. So, before I adjourn it, and you know I've been trying to adjourn it for quite some time because I promised you I would, we have some framed certificates of appreciation to former board members, one of whom is not able to attend because she had a baby. So, you know, we figure that's a pretty good reason, right? Martine Soubrena was the Francophone Director with us from 2010 and 2014. So, yeah. In absentia, we would like to thank Martine for her wonderful work. She did a phenomenal job of representing Francophone social workers across the province. No pressure, Francois, none at all. I'd like to invite Ruth Beekus to come up to the podium. Yes, Ruth, you can come, but you cannot hide. Ruth was our Hamilton Niagara Regional Director from 2010 and 2014, and as someone who was on the board during that time, it was my distinct pleasure to work with Ruth and hear her representation for that vital area in Ontario. I'd also like to now welcome, I'm just going to wait till he takes a bite of food because that's the best, Rashad Vahed. I told you. Rashad Vahed, who was a board member with us from Central Ontario Region from 2010 and 2012. And we're not losing Rashad. He's simply moving into a different position as treasurer for us next year. I'd also like to invite Keith to come back up. Keith Adamson, who is our incoming president and current treasurer secretary, has been in that role since 2012 to the present time, and we're delighted to present Keith with a certificate as well as a gift because of his time on the executive committee. I'm really going to do it this time. Okay, so without further ado, it's my pleasure to adjourn the meeting. To do so, I just need a mover. I don't need a seconder. Thank you, Joe. See, now we're on a first-name basis. I screwed up the last name, and here we are, Joe, like old friends. And so it is with the OASW. So I now declare the business section, or portion, excuse me, of the AGM closed, and I'm going to invite Joan back up, or Keith back up. Oh, Keith's coming back up. All right.
It is my pleasure and honor to thank Kate Power for her contributions. And I'm all emotional now because the commitment that she has provided, the commitment that she has given to this organization during her presidency has been stellar. In Kate 2 terms as OASW's president, she has provided visionary, proactive leadership. She has made an indelible imprint on the board structure and governance, and has overseen the modernizing of OASW's board governance model and policies. Kate has demonstrated exemplary skills in chairing the Provincial Board of Directors meeting, even though you see she does like to talk, but she does let us talk as well. Displaying a keen sense of focus while generating dialogue around complex issues. She has shown courage in embracing challenges and guiding the association through difficult yet very needed decisions. Similarly, Kate has been exceptional in moderating our last 2 provincial conferences, creating a welcoming, collegial atmosphere. Throughout her time as president, Kate has played a pivotal role in our government relations work by promoting social work's unique contribution in addressing the social determinants of health and in significantly reducing costs to the social and health care system. Kate is a high-energy, generous, dedicated, passionate, and most effective champion of the social work profession. On behalf of the board and staff of OASW, I want to extend our deepest gratitude for all that you have given to the association. Thank you.
I just have to say I'm honored, and it was such a blast. Thank you.